Hello, hello, mi gente, and welcome. We are live at Star City Studios here in El Paso, Texas. This is Border Sessions, connecting people through art and music. I'm your humble host, Adriana Lopez. Featured today is monk drums, music, rhythm, and poetry blended, made, handcrafted in nearby Chaparral, New Mexico, and sold locally here in town. More excitingly, we also have in the studio with us a band that describes their sound as chamber pop, which we'll get into in a bit. And they are definitely a band that you want to put on your listening radar. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Pet People. Take it away, guys.
we don't have any money that we both care about something, and in a final world we'd hold our ground, settle down.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is Pet People here live at Star City Studios Border Session. I gotta say, I'm super excited to say that we have our first front woman with us here at Border Sessions. Her name, Nicole Velarde. We're so excited to have you here with us. Thank you for leading that movement. It's nice to see a woman behind that mic, so thanks.
It's a real honor for me.
It was awesome to hear your voice. Nicole, why don't you go ahead and introduce the guys from your band?
All right, so we have Ingram on keys, Tomas Tinajero on drums, Robie Simsuangco on bass.
Very nice. Yeah. All right, so Pet People. Let's go ahead and unpack that name a little bit. What's that about? Who's the pet person?
Well, you can kind of interpret it however you want, and your interpretation will say a lot about you as a person. It's very revealing what you think the name means.
What you think? So you guys want to leave it ambiguous?
Pretty much, yeah.
So a little bit like your sound too. It's kind of great to close your eyes and listen to what you guys are creating. You create this kind of a maze of sounds that you lead people through all different directions. How long have you guys been together?
Well, we've been writing for about 8 months now. We started playing shows late July, so it's been a long process.
Yeah, definitely sounds like it, but excited to hear. Like I said before, we definitely want to put people, we want to put Pet People on people's listening radar. Try to say that fast three times. We already got a tongue twister on our hands. But let's talk a little bit about your influences. What are the musical influences that you guys have that have helped you kind of create this sound?
Oh, gosh. Well, when Robie and I met, I knew we needed to be in a band together because we both like Dirty Projectors.
All right.
I think that's one of them, yeah. And then I don't know about these guys.
Gentlemen, how about let's ring around the rosy.
I think since Ross likes Chevelle and I like Hoobastank, we kind of hit it off really well. So.
Ouch.
Oh my God.
I mean, we all listen to a pretty wide variety of things and try to bring a little bit of everything into that, you know, rock and roll, jazz, classical. Nicole used to sing opera, so every once in a while she'll just blow our ears out with her loud notes in the practice space.
I think we're all pretty much like music nerds and music lifers.
Very much so, yeah.
Yeah, I think you can tell those those intricate sounds and everything you guys play. Ross just mentioned right now, Nicole, opera?
Yeah, I was classically trained. I always feel kind of pretentious saying that, but Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I think that speaks a little bit more to how you guys describe your sound, though. Chamber pop.
Yeah, it kind of ties in pretty well, I guess.
Yeah, because you hear chamber, you kind of think that classical sound, right?
It's an homage to my roots.
That's really intense, Nicole. An homage to your roots.
It's only a little bit dramatic.
Oh. All right. Well, I want to kind of delve in a little bit more about this 8-month writing process that you guys had, how you guys are coming together. You mentioned earlier, too, that Ross, you're a sound engineer on top of playing keys.
Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and talk a little bit about how that has helped influence the 8 months of writing that you guys had?
All right. Well, I own a studio called Brainville.
Okay.
It's just outside of El Paso and Sunland Park. But I guess that background, just kind of, again, it brings in all those different influences and kind of thinking of the songs not just from the melodic standpoint, but the sonic standpoint as well, and how we can bring different sounds and different feelings and ideas to life from the sound side. I mean, in addition to making sure that the music is well written and the lyrics are well written, we try to make it sound good as well, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
And think of it from different techniques of how to make the sounds, not just real basic, guitar, bass, drums, punk rock stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with that. We all love that too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us kind of have our roots in that punk rock, the Chevelle Hoopastank.
Especially El Paso.
Yes, especially El Paso.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, are you all from El Paso? Are you all El Paso natives?
All but one.
All but one. Who's that one?
That would be me.
And that me, ladies and gentlemen, is Robie on bass. Why don't you go ahead and tell us where you're from, Robie?
I'm from a little itty bitty city in California called Vallejo, California.
All right. We're all about tongue twisters today. You said little itty bitty city.
Yeah. It's in the San Francisco Bay Area, and it's a cool little town.
Cool. And earlier you were mentioning that what brought you to El Paso is you just want a radical change.
Yeah. I think everybody gets to that point in life when they feel kind of stuck. And so I decided to shake things up a bit because things were getting a little too boring, I think.
Yeah, I think you shake them up a lot. You went from water to landlocked desert town El Paso.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of the heat, so I'm trying to get used to it.
Welcome. Welcome to 105 degrees.
Yeah. It's killer.
How long have you been in El Paso?
I've been here for 8 months now, so
So the 8 months spent writing.
Yeah.
So you met Nicole and you're we're gonna throw down. It's
let's
writing
go.
time.
within about a month or so living here, I was all I need to get into a band, and it just turned out that the first people I talked to happened to be the coolest people.
Oh man, that's really cool. I'm also gonna give a little bit of a spotlight over here to Tomas. You've been in and out of the music scene of El Paso for some time. What do you like about this Pet People experience, the sound that you guys are creating?
I guess like they were saying, we all kind of nerd out, and everyone's kind of very serious about writing, I guess.
Yeah, I would say so.
it's
8
probably,
months is a long time.
It's been really nice just to work with people who are just kind of willing to go the extra mile with writing stuff and working on a tiny little piece that's only 2 seconds long and taking a whole practice to do that. So that's kind of cool.
It's great that you say that, because I was going to mention too, listening to you guys, you have such a precise sound as well. As much of it as it's a maze, you kind of take the listener, you hold their hand, and you're very precise about the changes you guys make in your music. And it's really nice to hear how you guys took care of that. And it's not this drastic change of sound. You kind of hold our hand the way through to transition into a different part of the song, which I gotta tell you guys is a really nice thing to hear.
Thank you.
So like we were saying, guys, this is Pet People here live at Star City Studios. This is Border Sessions, connecting people through art and music. Let's go ahead and listen to some more of Pet People, and then we'll let you guys know how you can hear them, find out what they're doing, what they're up to, and what you should look out for. Take it away, guys, for your next few songs.
It's beautiful this time of year.
listening to Pet People here at Star City Studios. So let's have you guys go ahead and close out the show. One more shout out. If you guys really enjoy Pet People, which we hope you do, we've put them on the radar for you guys. Please check them out on Instagram and Facebook. It is Pet People Music. Pet People Music on Instagram and Facebook. And also check us out, Border Sessions EP on Instagram and Facebook. Again, that's Border Sessions EP on Instagram and Facebook. Pet People, honestly, guys, thank you. It has been awesome. Go ahead and play that Honey in Our Ears one last time with that awesome song, Cave Song.